Hey guys, it's Ty with Ty the Dog Guy on the Daily, and I wanted to talk today about the perfect dog. So, first of all, the perfect dog doesn't exist. And that's a tough thing for me to admit, because when it comes down to it, I like to be a perfectionist, not a perfectionist, but I like to provide my clients with everything they want, everything they need, everything, everything, right? I want them to have the perfect dog, and I want them to be the happiest clients in the world, and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, no one can create a perfect dog, because no one is going to follow training principles to a T, even us dog trainers. And so this actually, it took me a long time to ever admit, when I first got started dog training, I had this thought in my mind that, no, my clients can't know that my dogs do something wrong sometimes. They won't think I'm a good dog trainer, or they won't, they'll think that I don't know what I'm talking about or something like that. And as time went on, I realized that no matter what, no matter how good a job I do at instructing, no matter how good a job I do at training, we're not going to produce the perfect dog. And my own dogs aren't perfect. Now, my dogs they're great, They don't cause a mess. They come when called. They heel when I ask them to. They don't chew stuff up. I can, leave my dogs out and they're not going to cause problems. And anyways, so like my dogs are 96% of what people want out of a dog. But, every now and then, Honey, the old lady, she's 14, every now and then she'll steal something off the table. She never did that until we had kids, and the kids kind of taught her. And in reality, I could have at that point stepped in and fixed it. I knew exactly how to fix it. But, sometimes there's an opportunity cost, right? Sometimes you know exactly what to do, but in order to fix it, it's not a big enough problem, to actually go through with it. So her taking a piece of toast off the off the table every now and then isn't worth the amount of effort. And maybe I shouldn't admit that or whatnot, but it just isn't. What else? Chip over here. Chip, who's in the back seat. You back there, Chip? Hello. Chip has started to want to get into the toilet, which is pretty disgusting. And so that one I'm absolutely working on correcting. And so, but other than that, every now and then, she'll jump on somebody or whatever. And so, so my dogs, again, I think are great. They're easy to maintain dogs. When we go out of town and have family come over, the family has no problem with the dogs. The dogs do what they need to do. And so in spite of my dogs being what I feel is very well trained, they still do things wrong, and so again, the question that I'm always trying to help people understand, not the question, but the things that I'm trying to help people understand is there's certain things that we can't negotiate on. We can't negotiate on aggression. We can't negotiate on solid obedience. Again, no dog's gonna be perfect with their obedience. We can't negotiate with destruction. We can't negotiate with house training. We have to get rid of these things, right? We have to say, and even like manners things, like Chip, chocolate Chip back here, she'll jump on someone every now and then. It's usually my wife because she encourages it. But anyways, if she was jumping all the time, non-negotiable. We can't deal with that. If we've got a dog that sits in the crate and barks all day or whatever, there's certain things that aren't negotiable. But there's other things that we just have to look at them and look at the opportunity cost and say, okay, is it worth the amount of time and the amount of effort? And if the honest answer is no, it's this little thing that happens every now and then, maybe we don't deal with it. But if it's something that's connected to a bigger thing, or if it's something that honestly needs to be dealt with or needs to be changed, then we need to put forth that effort. And so really it boils down to where we put our time resources, our energy resources, our money resources on fixing these problems. And it's not to say that we shouldn't fix little things, but what I'm trying to get at is if you've got a dog that's this great dog, really well trained, and every now and then he does this thing or that thing or whatever, that doesn't make you less of a dog owner, doesn't make me less of a dog trainer that my dogs will every now and then do something wrong. It doesn't make us less if our dogs aren't perfect, because perfection just simply doesn't exist.